right.
And Travis Kelce, he's one of those guys who's continuing to emerge as one of the top producers at the tight end position in the league. Big, strong, fast, a physical route runner. Hard to get through him to make a play on the football when he's going for it. I think that Alex Smith loves having that big target downfield.
On first down, it's Charles again, fighting through. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
It's Kelce on the ground. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Now it's Smith, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Smith to the right side, and he's got Macklin complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs call on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 1st and 10, Romo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. Chiefs offense coming back out onto the field. And a quick note from that game against San Diego, that come from behind win. That gave the Chiefs now 11 straight regular season wins. Quite a run.
Go back to 2015 and how things started. Did you actually anticipate a run of this magnitude for the Chiefs?
No, sir.
Give them a ton of credit. They never once thought that their season was over in 2015. Led by the head coach Andy Reid, Alex Smith at quarterback, and a pretty fierce defense. They fashioned together a nice run. And boy, I don't know when it's going to end.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Smith. A dump off for Charles. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Chiefs a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Charles the low setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Smith on 3rd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. On 4th down, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and just 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Charles, sidestepping for a minute, looking back to Sunday, we saw some clock management issues. You look at the Indianapolis game, the Dallas game, and how that shook down. But when you're a player or coach in those situations late, how hard is it to be aware of what's going on? Because it's easy for us sitting on the couch to critique.
It's a lot harder than maybe we give credit to, because heat of the moment, the anxiety levels have gone sky high. The competitive juices are flowing. A lot of coaches keep cards with them that tell them when to, how you're supposed to use the clock down the stretch. You don't always get the math right. That's why I think a lot of teams now are going to go to having someone designated in the press box to handle clock management issues and advise the head coach, because they should be able to think clearer up there rather than down on the sidelines where the heat is really rising.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 10. Smith again. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But it looked. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's Romo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Romo now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Rod Smith, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So now on 4th down, Romo off, Bailey on for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st down, Smith. They complete it to Hill. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Smith, he hits West underneath. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. he can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Smith, and this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Offense, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So they're going to go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now it's Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They come out here in the eye. Romo gives to Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now Romo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And ready for 3rd and 6. They come out here in the eye. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Romo, a delayed give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Smith. And he fires one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Smith.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He's got the hook up with Conley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal, and the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Cowboys have recovered.